Black Oni.
What is up, tubes? It is your boy JBlaze06, Black Oni Will, and I'm here to give you tips on how to start your digital paintings. Now, first thing you're seeing is just starting off the piece with putting the heads in there. So I usually start my pieces with putting the head in first, and from there sculpting everything out. And so obviously in the sketching phase, you just want to kind of be very loose, just kind of going crazy with the shapes in general. You want to try to build everything out over time. And of course, the beauty of working in digital media is you can erase and shift things around and move things around very quickly and very easily. Now for this piece, I'm using an image as a reference, so I'm not just kind of making everything up as I go. So that's one of the reasons why you're seeing me shift so many things around. And I wanted the muscles to be really defined for this piece. And if you aren't able to tell already, this is going to be an illustration of Bruce Wayne coming out of his bat suit. So, I'm not going to have this be a tutorial on anatomy because that'll be for a different discussion. And I'm not like the go-to de facto person when it comes to anatomy. That's something that I still look at books for reference for, because sometimes I forget certain things. Like, the nipple on both men and women is usually about 2 heads down, and so that's why you're seeing that line on the right side, right near the nipple. Like, that is where I put those marks, and then for the rest of the body, you just have the different marks to let you know where you want to do things. And so as you're seeing, everything's kind of coming into play. I'm adding the belt in there, and sometimes you have an idea, you have a concept, you're working on something like a pose, and things shift around a little bit once you actually see them in application and start seeing how everything kind of pans out. And one of the things that I like to do when I'm working on these digital illustrations is just kind of play around with as many different variations and poses and kind of weights as possible. And so, like, you're seeing right there, I'm messing around with the shoulders, the neck, further adjusting the head, making sure that there's dynamic and the shift in body. Those are really important things you want to be looking out for when you're creating your digital illustrations. And so that's one of the things that you're seeing here. It's just kind of a focus on trying to get a really interesting pose out of it. You don't want anything too stagnant or too stale. You want something interesting, something that people will want to look at. I turned it upside down because I actually wanted to get the helmet, the mask right. And so, of course, I'm looking at images of reference images. It's really hard to kind of do this kind of stuff without looking at something. So this is obviously based off of the Arkham Knight variation of Batman. I've actually just started playing that, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. It's so good. But I've always been a huge Batman fan. That's one of the things I wanted to make sure I was doing. So in this piece, I wanted it to be him kind of holding the mask, kind of emerging from a section of the Batcave that you'll see coming into play in a second. And it'll be up to the viewer to decide whether or not there is he's taking the suit off or putting the suit on. So that'll be interesting. But I just wanted to give you guys a very quick overview of how to start sketches, what it looks like, and some of the stuff that I go through when working on these pieces. And you're seeing again that so many things are shifting and moving around and stuff like that. So if you guys want more in-depth stuff, more in-depth and detailed information about how this is done, please keep the comments coming. I appreciate all of your support that comes in, and there'll be many more of these videos. There's a time lapse of this when it's finally done will be up, but maybe there'll be more tutorials. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll catch you on the next video. Game on, and JBlaze out.